Hello, me lads and lovelies. Captain Edward von Arkham here, coming to you from on board the MHS Hysteria. Please forgive the sweat upon my brow and my less than formal attire, for the ship is currently in a bit of a steamy state. I'd go so far as to say it's hotter than hell in here. It's a funny story, really. We docked in Lisbon this morning to restock and refuel. And once again, it was my turn to stay with the ship. And once again, I seem to have made a mess of things. It's getting to the point where I can't be left alone on my own ship. I really should stop saying what could possibly go wrong. Any which way and how, I thought I would have a little bit of a fiddle about with my latest invention. The pressurized steam grenade. A tiny little brass sphere with 5,000 whopping PSI crammed inside of it. Simply pull the release valve, heave ho, cover your ears. Boom! That's quite a potent punch. I had just finished sealing it up and popped down to the engine room to fill it. It's a fairly simple procedure, just a matter of attaching the grenade to the ship's main boiler with a hose pipe and cranking the boiler to full power. The boiler fills the grenade up with steam quite nicely. So I attached the grenade, switched the boiler on, and went back to my cabin to write a poem about pine cones. I'm not sure if you've ever tried writing a poem about pine cones. It's a rather tedious procedure, and I may or may not have fallen asleep. And being asleep, I may or may not have allowed the boiler to overfill the grenade. The tiny thing became so oversaturated that it shot off the hose pipe and started filling the room with steam. I didn't realize it had happened until the steam began to seep into my cabin. There was so much of it, in fact, that when I awoke, I thought the ship had vanished and I was sleeping in a cloud. Gave me quite a fright, it did. I had to switch my goggles to X-ray sight in order to find my way to the engine room and switch off the boiler. Most of the steam has dissipated now, but it is still quite hot and quite damp. Still, no harm done. It's rather like a sauna, in fact. I have made lemons from lemonade. No, I have made lemonade from lemons. It's the other way around, yes. Well, that's our time for today. I'm going to go finish my pine cone poem. Until next time, stay mad, my duckies. An Ode to the Pine Cone by Edward von Arkham. Your form is quite perplexing, and your purpose rather vexing, for I've no idea as what you're supposed to be. No matter, 'tis true indeed, no tree shall ever sprout a seed as confusing, as amusing, and astonishing as thee. Because you're a pine cone.